Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. In fact, let's quickly get in the cab. That doesn't really make a difference. It's quite loud out there, the amount of diesel trains and power and yeah. Obviously, if you haven't guessed already, we are on the Peninsula Corridor route. Obviously the 53 mile route, obviously running between San Francisco and San Jose. And as the title does suggest, we are doing an airport run today. Obviously, there isn't actually like a specific airport service. There's not like, an airport shuttle which goes there and then goes back. This service obviously does go all the way down to San Jose. But we're just going to go as far as Milbrae, which is the sort of airport, the nearest station to the airport on the route. So let's get the doors shut. There you go, they're now closing. I mean, look at the amount of power which is here, and also we're still at a solid FPS here. Even on last gen when you're here, the FPS ain't bad either. Yeah, this is San Francisco 4th Street / King Street. I suppose it's on the corner, isn't it? So it's got two names. There's the San Francisco skyline. But anyway, let's get going. Oh yes, this one. Yeah, there is a problem with this one at the moment. Obviously, you can see the speedometer, and you can see there is the red square, which usually means bad things, you can't go. But there's just a problem with this at the moment. But I'm sure that will be sorted out when the Peninsula Corridor upgrade happens, which will obviously be in the future. But anyway, off we go. And yeah, this is the MP36, which is a DLC for the Peninsula Corridor. There's two DLC actually, both really do add to the route. There's the MP36, obviously this thing, which is just, oh, it's brilliant. There's the MP36, my sort of desired one to drive on the Peninsula Corridor. Obviously the Bombardier bi-level cab carrier, whatever you want to call them. And they've obviously got the control panel at the back as well. Really smart looking this. One of the smartest looking American trains we have in the game, I reckon. This one is it's brilliant. Let's try and get, oh, that's nice. A nice shot of that in the sun. Oh, I certainly do like that. Awesome. Yeah, we don't really come on Peninsula Corridor much and do videos, so I thought that's what we do today. Oh, and I actually did forget to put on the passenger lights. Oops. So you have to hold that down, do that, HEP on, and then put that to run. So they should now have lights in there. Cool. And yeah, we are stopping at 22nd Street, which is, yeah, sort of a suburban station in San Francisco. Pick up a few people there. Obviously, this is a baby bullet service, so after that we're straight to Milbrae, and it says around 20 minutes, not bad. Lovely. Let's get up a tad more. It's fairly slow out of San Francisco. But yeah, I don't know if I can't remember if I said it. But yeah, obviously there's the MP15DC, obviously the shunter or switcher, which adds quite a few bits to this route actually. Lovely little switcher. I do highly recommend it. Which mostly sort of hangs out in the CMOF, I believe that's what it's called, down obviously in San Jose. In fact, you can see a couple there now, a couple of little shunters or switchers, and they do odd runs sort of in there, and even the odd run up to San Francisco, one of the maintenance of way manoeuvres. Let's quickly get that on. Couple level crossings. And yeah, obviously the other DLC being the MP36, which personally is my favourite one on this route. I mean, just look at the view here. It's just, there's a lot of light coming to this cab. You've got a good view of pretty much everywhere. It's just a lovely train to drive. I mean, even on the outside, well, we can't look at outside at the moment, but it's very smart. Hang on a second. We don't need to change it. I've never seen that before down there. Where was that? That's down there, I think, somewhere. That's the thing, I don't know if we do have to muck around with that. I mean, I've never mucked around with it before. I think we'll be alright. Obviously, the MU2A valve is to do with the brakes. And if it's on like a different setting, then the brakes will sort of be applied. But I think at the moment we're fine. So lovely. Another service coming along. Hello. So that's the older one. This is the base train you'll get on the route. And this one is much easier to drive as well than obviously compared to the F40, which is a bit more of a challenge to drive. So yeah, this one's a bit more relaxed. Cool. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. Obviously, if you are enjoying the video, do leave a thumbs up and do subscribe if you do want to see more. Obviously, yeah, we do Train Sim 2 every single day. Obviously, not a video every day on Train Sim 2, but we do a stream every day. So we do quite a bit of variety on here. And coming into the station. Go right to the end here. Obviously, yeah, in this one, it's just the automatic brake. It's quite easy to operate. But when you're in the F40, you sort of get a similar system to how the Class 101 has, obviously on the Northern Transpennine. Obviously with the lapped brakes, which are a bit more, yeah, a bit harder to use. I do your head in every now and again. Here we are, spot B. Doors open. Cool. And yeah, I don't know, hopefully this might be sorted in the Peninsula Corridor upgrade. I don't know if anyone from Dovetail is watching. But yeah, for some reason you can't go on the exterior camera at 22nd Street. I mean, obviously I know there was a tunnel, obviously, right there and behind. But yeah, you can't seem to get out here. I mean, I know we are under stuff, but yeah. But I'm sure that will be sorted in the upgrade for this route. Right, let's go Milbrae next. Which obviously there isn't actually any word on the upgrade for Peninsula Corridor yet, I don't think. At the moment we obviously know West Somerset Railway, there's an upgrade coming for that, and the Bakerloo line. They'll be releasing alongside Rush Hour. But I think that actually is, yeah, there's obviously all the other routes are getting upgraded as well. I wonder if we can use that mirror. I'm going to go on the exterior camera in a minute and see if we can use that. I wonder if you can sort of poke it out. As I know on, what's it, on the Arosa line, you get the mirror on there, and there's like a button and it sort of stretches it out. I don't know if that's the way, I mean, maybe they're supposed to be like that. Sort of a mirror. Or is it even a mirror? I don't know. Right, 11 miles to Milbrae. We got pretty much 11 minutes to get there. Big American train. So does the MP36 ever get used for freight trains? I mean, it does have the freight setting on there, but I don't think I've actually ever seen any sort of video, or no one's really ever mentioned an MP36 being a freight locomotive. But realistically, do these things do freight services? Don't know if that's, you know. As I know, I think it's Go Train and Via Rail. Obviously, the ones up in Canada, they use the MP36. Obviously, Caltrain use it. And I think even Amtrak use the MP36 for the, do correct me if I'm wrong, the Cascade service. Sort of Washington, Oregon, up there that way. I think they use one of these. They're very smart though, I do like these ones. And fairly newish as well. Well, ish. Lovely. So has anyone actually been on the Peninsula Corridor in real life? And have you travelled on an MP36? Maybe you've even been lucky enough to go in the cab of one. Obviously if Rob is watching, obviously Mr. Brymer, how was your trip on the Peninsula Corridor? Because if you're watching this on release day, one of our very good members, Rob, actually travelled on the Peninsula Corridor yesterday, if you're watching obviously on release day. Lovely. And yeah, this is a brilliant route as well. There's quite a bit of variety on it. Obviously services, it's not like, you know, airport shuttles, or it's not like a network, it is A to B on here. But I mean, in terms of variety of services you can do, you get the all stops ones, which sort of take about an hour and 40 odd minutes. Then you get the limited stop, which are about an hour and a half. And then you get the baby bullet services, which are about an hour and 4 minutes. I think the fastest I've done one in. Well, we need to slow down. So it's a good variety in terms of service timings. Let's get that down pretty quick. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Coming up on Bayshore Station with the massive bridge. Very high up bridge going over the top. And obviously, yeah, the Peninsula Corridor in real life is actually getting electrified. And I think the poles are actually up in this area. So maybe in future we might see sort of, well, in quite a few years as it's not done yet and the trains haven't arrived. But yeah, maybe in future we might see an electrified Peninsula Corridor. So they've got new trains like Dostos, but they've got like the high level and low level doors together. They look a bit odd, but if they do the job, they do the job. Got a GP38 there, and yes, it has been confirmed. If you do own Peninsula Corridor, you will then get the Union Pacific GP38 layered onto the Cane Creek route. Yeah, which is good. Yeah, as we just saw at Union Pacific, and we're obviously in the US route. What does everyone think of Cane Creek? Personally, I thought it looked brilliant. It sort of reminded me of Red Dead, you know, the sort of Wild West landscapes. It was brilliant, and those canyons, oh, they're amazing. Yeah, what did everyone think of Cane Creek? Obviously, do pop it in the comments section or put it in the chat, but I probably won't see if it's in the chat. Now we've got a 70 limit coming up soon. The next station we will be passing through is South San Francisco. We've sort of got this really sort of, I don't know, I think this is supposed to be some sort of swamp area, I don't know, sort of a wet sort of, yeah, sort of a boggy sort of area there to the left. Five odd miles to Milbrae. Let's get a flyby shot. We don't need. Oh god, I missed it. It's all good. It's all good. It's 5 odd miles an hour over won't affect us. Let's whiz ahead and watch this going by. Brilliant. Still remember, literally, well, almost running home to play this DLC. Remember this came out. That's quite cool. Is that the moon up there? Oh, brilliant! Yeah. Remember yeah, running home pretty much to play this DLC. I think this one came out. I'm trying to think. I think this came out in February 2020. Yeah, because Peninsula Corridor came out in August 2019, so that would make sense. So yeah, just before it all went a bit pear-shaped, so obviously the world. Yeah, I remember getting home from college and I think I actually did stream this and made a couple of videos on it. Obviously, if you look really far back in the playlist, you will find that content. All these little sort of details and sounds really do make it. It's brilliant. Well, imagine that, but that could be a challenge, you know, hard off, driving like that. We should do that at some point. The sun buys a challenge. Another GP38 there. I think that one was actually moving as well. Was it? Is that one moving? Thought I could hear another engine going. No, it's not. Maybe it's just idle. That'll be San Bruno next. So yeah, this train will be on Cane Creek, which I'm looking forward to driving on there. quite obviously as well as the AC4400, because that thing that's like a beast. The livery is lovely. On our way. 3.7 miles now. It's not too far. And I believe actually if you do own this route, you actually do see these wagons. What route's it on? It's not Cane Creek, I don't think. I think you might see them on Oakville Subdivision. I think I'm correct in saying that. I know one of the routes you can see the Peninsula Corridor bits and bobs on. Yeah, I think it is Oakville Subdivision. I know it's one of the routes I think you can see it on. Obviously, yeah, I'm sure someone in the comments will know if I'm right or wrong. Lovely. .9 miles to Milbrae. Right, this is San Bruno, which I did actually hear has actually been recently rebuilt. Apparently it used to actually be at ground level because there was so many level crossings, traffic, it was all a bit mental. They've redone it. It's a lovely station, this one. They're sort of coming up here over the bridge onto the station. Yeah, really nice station. Another service as well, awesome. Obviously the older stock there. Obviously, yeah, you have got hills on each side, hills there and hills in the distance over there. Obviously we are going through the valley. Can't remember what the valley's called. I should know. It's not the Serpent Valley. Don't know. What, San Joaquin Valley? No. Right, 2 miles to Milbrae. Obviously you've got the Bay Area Rapid Transit there, which where does it actually come from? Where does that veer off to? No, but that heads obviously over into, I don't know where. That's third rail as well, I think. Yeah, third rail. Awesome. Yeah, but they're like mini trains. I've seen them on YouTube. Yeah, that is the Bay Area Rapid Transit, which follows us along to Milbrae, which I think actually does take you directly to the airport. Now you've got another line coming down from here as well. I'm actually going to look this up, you know. I'm going to look it up after the stream just to see where it goes. So I've always been like, I wonder where that goes. I'll be looking that up. .1 mile to Milbrae. Obviously I have had the HUD on for this, as I don't know Peninsula Corridor by heart. And I probably could do it HUDless, but it's not my strong point, this one. Right, coming up to Milbrae now, we should put the brakes on. This is a lovely station as well. All new and shiny. Train, slow down a bit more, would you? Yeah, just a bit more. Maybe a bit more, going in at 40. That doesn't feel safe. You've got more tracks coming up there. Oh no, they're the same ones. Right, here we are at Milbrae. So yeah, this is where you would obviously get off for the airport. And I suppose get a bus or get the BART system. And here we are. Oh, can I have a plane as well? Wait, I don't wanna, let's quickly. So this will be like Gatwick, obviously when rush hour comes out. I'm guessing there will be an aeroplane that flies across, because they literally, the runway is just right next to the railway. Or the end of the runway. So maybe we'll see something like that, but obviously much lower down. That'd be awesome. Let's get the bell off. Obviously, yeah, I think that's the airport over there actually. Obviously, over that way. So where's this? Does this enter or does that go off? Where does that go? Oh, that carries on over there somewhere. But anyway, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim World 2 video. Obviously, hopefully everyone did enjoy that. Obviously, the Airport Express. Maybe I don't know what we call the title, it's something airport. Yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed that. Obviously, links can be found in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and obviously to the merch store. You'll see everything on screen now. And the Cathcart merch seems to be a hit. Here comes another plane now. It's quite low actually, so I suppose it'll be even lower down on the Brighton Main Line. Really cool. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thanks all for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all, and take care. Bye guys.